Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Prophet West, Brother West, coming to you with a brief, direct word of insight, encouragement, admonishment. Just make you aware. And I just want to say this right here, that the one things that I know for a fact, that many of you are frustrated. And many of you, you're at a place where you're at the end of your road. You're exhausted. You don't have no more energy. You don't have no more strength. And it's like you're moving in the midst. You're moving in your momentum. You're moving in your echoes. You're moving in. You're just moving. You're just moving. You're moving in you're trying to move. You're trying to move forward. You're numb. You're worn out. I'm trying to find the words to really explain what I'm saying. It's like you're in the vapors. It's like you're living in the vapors of what used to be. It's like you're living in the momentum of what it used to be. It's like you're hanging in there. It's like a car. It's like a car. No, it's like a person who's running in a race, and once they get to the finish line, they're trying to slow down and stop, but the momentum of the impact of the race and of the running is still making them move forward. And so this is how many of you, as far as toward your promise, toward what God has told you that you're going to receive. You're tired of prophecies. You're tired of hearing people saying this going to happen, God's going to bless you, this going to happen, you're going to get this. You're tired of hearing it. You're ready to see it. And so the biggest thing that you're fighting against your mental state of mind. You're fighting against your emotions. You're fighting against your passion, because there's so many things that you want to explode. There's an explosion in you, but your biggest task is maintaining and keeping your composure. And you have to keep your composure, because if you don't keep your composure, you could lose what you're standing in. You could lose what you have. You could lose what God has promised you. And so it's very important for you to fight those emotions, fight those feelings, fight that passion, the discouragement, all those things. Fight it and keep trusting God, because frustration in itself is an outburst. It's a verbal outburst of an inward, something that's been bound inwardly, something that's been pressed, something that's been suppressed, something that's been pushed down inwardly. And so many of you, you're at a place where you're about to regurgitate. You want to regurgitate what you feel. You want to regurgitate what you're going through. But if you regurgitate what you're feeling and what you're going through, then what you're doing, you're disobeying God, because to be frustrated, to talk frustration, to talk all those things is not pleasing God. It's saying, God, I don't believe that you're going to do it. God, I don't believe that you have the power. When you begin to complain from frustration, you're basically saying, God, I really don't believe you can do it. I don't really believe you have the power. And so it's offensive to God. It's disrespectful to God. And so at this pivotal place, at this juncture where you're about to give up. See, at the same juncture is the same juncture where your promised land. This is the actual place where God has been saying. Look at the children of Israel. Children of Israel, they were in the wilderness they were in Egypt for 400 years. They got out of Egypt. God brought them out, and they was in the wilderness, almost what they promised. They began to complain. They got amnesia. They were saying, we wish, because they came to some adversity. They were saying within themselves, they were saying out loud, we would rather be back in Egypt, back in bondage. At least it was secure there. At least everything was, we knew it was going to happen. Out here, we don't know what's going to happen. And so the thing that God hates more than anything is unappreciation. Unappreciation, when you have amnesia, when you forget about what God has done. We forget about God's power. You forget about God's glory. Remember, be careful. Be careful of your frustration. God bless you.